What's up, everybody? All right, so what are we doing today? We're out here fertilizing the ratoon crop. As part of my deal with the landowner, I have to come back and fertilize the ratoon crop at a low rate just to give that ratoon crop a little extra pop, so they'll have some food for the ducks. In exchange for that, I get to harvest rice. So it's a pretty sweet deal. Y'all come along for the ride. Man, I wish I could drive this fast planting the rice. That'd be great. The faster you go, the less sinky you get. You see them tires? Them tires are wet because you do not want to get out here and sink. So you just keep them tires wet. The water actually helps keep the mud from sticking to the tires. Check this out. I'm gonna see if there's a deer over here in this clump of bushes. Wet, boy. Wet. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. If there was any deer laying in this field, they would have gotten up by now. Usually they're out here laying in the rice, but I guess because it's wet, they don't want nothing to do with it. We had all that rain from Hurricane Ian. All right, so check it out. The rice harvest is done. I'm done fertilizing. I've fertilized this for the ratoon crop, and rice harvest is all done, man. I want to tell y'all, I apologize for not filming the whole rice harvest process. Let me explain to you a little bit about what happened. So y'all know about Hurricane Ian, right? All right. I was well, I harvested all by myself. I carted it to the grain bin by myself, and I was slammed. I could not do the filming. On top of that, if I had done the filming, it would have been several days after anyway before I would have gotten any content posted on YouTube. But the combine's all cleaned out. Everything's good to go. This was the final thing I had to do on these fields, was fertilize for the ratoon crop. And then after that, by the way, if y'all don't know what a ratoon crop is, the ratoon crop is the second crop. Let me explain that to you real quick. Hold on. All right, so you got a rice plant, right? Okay, here's one. Here's just the individual. It looks scraggly because it's all drying out. So basically what happens is this rice plant, the second crop does not come from the head. See how clean that stripper header, let's get it down here to the ground. See how clean that stripper header, it strips all of the rice seed off of that head. And it leaves the head and all the vegetative material that you're looking at right here. But what happens is after you cut the crop, the rice plant immediately starts to try reproducing again. It does not sprout from seed that fell on the ground. The ratoon crop starts coming out of these stems right here, and it basically sprouts a new head, just like the grass in your yard. You know, Bahia grass is a good example. It will start sprouting a new head immediately. Like a week later, you'll have new heads out everywhere. And this rice is kind of the same way. See, here's some ratoon coming out. This ratoon came out early. See how green the leaf is compared to the other ones? Not real green, but it's kind of green. See, there's the head right there. Let me get a good close-up of it. There's a head, a ratoon crop head coming out. That one came out early, pre-refertilization, so it's going to be kind of scraggly. But the rest of them that come out, here's some ratoon. See, these were harvested. There's your ratoon crop. See there? Same plant. Same plant. Ratoon crop coming out. Look at a little frog right there. Look at that little frog. Where's he at? Come on, little fella. There he is. There he is, right there. Look at that little frog. And there are thousands and thousands of those little frogs up in here. Here he goes. This rice crop is, rice in general is super good for aquatic species. So anyway, with that being said, man, rice is done. My collards are looking awesome. I do have one small rice field that I thought was a total loss. I'm gonna make an attempt at getting some of that up because I had some Carolina gold planted in there, and Carolina gold is in short supply right now. So I'm going to make an attempt to get that up, but I ain't fighting with it. If it gives me a problem, it's getting tilled in the ground, buddy. And I'm going to go put cover crop and greens in its place and start prepping for vegetables on that field next year. Look at that combine, just mashed it all down. But there's another shot at the harvested heads. There's really not anything to see. It's all gone. Head's all gone. Just looks like dead grass. It's still got a little green in it. That's one of the challenges to harvesting rice, is rice still has all that green in it. And when it goes through a combine, like when it's cut with a draper header, it'll cut it about halfway down the stalk. And when it does that, it's pulling out all this semi-green stuff. That's why I love that stripper header, man. It just pulls in, it strips the seed right off the head. You don't take near as much as that wet material up in there. Makes it a lot easier for drying out too. Here's the other field. It's all, there's a bunch of weeds and junk starting to come up into spaces where the combine ran it over. And anyway, so let's roll on out of here, man. I think some people are coming in here getting ready to hunt. Look at the deer. Look at the deer. The deer has been laying there the entire time. That deer was laying, I did not drive in that exact spot. That deer was laying there while I drove all around that area, made all that ruckus, spreading fertilizer, and that deer's been laying right there the whole time.